sometimes some of these people that we're dealing with, they may not get a whole lot of interaction with people, and to know that they have a trusted agent who's taking care of them and who's actually taking the time, going above and beyond to send them a letter and thanking them for their business. I mean, it can go a long way, and it really does. And in addition to that, we have some agents who will do monthly birthday cards. Every month with that CRM system, they can generate a list of people who have birthdays in the month of April and in the month of May, and they'll send them a birthday card. Again, it's just staying in front of your clients and touching them in different ways and letting them know that you're here for them and you're here to help them. It's just a constant reminder that you're there and you're there to serve them.
Absolutely. I'm trying to go through our list and see if there was anything else real quick.
If you work local markets, if you're depending on your strategy, sometimes agents will do some member retention events and maybe invite, friends to come along with them.
Yeah, I think the member retention events really work as your book of business gets bigger. Yeah. Like I feel like if you have 100 clients, believe me, you can make the phone calls and make them, and it makes a lot of sense. But we have some agents that get a book around 300 to 500. And when you start getting that big, then it definitely helps to have those. And one of the things that we've seen from some of the carriers and even the provider groups is like, hey, would you help sponsor some cost on this member retention event? Like, we'll just get people together and it goes a long way, especially like if you have a lot with, say, United. A lot of times you could talk to them and about possibly helping you pay for a retention event. They want that retention even more than you do. Like that, it's worth a lot more than $25 a month to them, so I would say that. But is there anything else that you have that you think that you would want to remind people regarding retention?
No, I mean, some closing thoughts, and I'll just read off. I made a note here at the very end. I wrote this. I said, I believe that the agents who are most successful are the ones who execute on the small things, many of which that we discussed today. Sometimes I think agents think that there's something big that needs to happen in order to see big success, and this couldn't be further from the truth.
Yeah, man. When you say things like that, like it's the small things, I think about sports, and so I'm a sports guy, and Oscar's a sports guy. I just love watching sports, and I'm super competitive, and kind of look at the Medicare sales world as a competition. Yeah. And so like even like being the leader for this carrier or that carrier, it means something to me, and that's the way that's something that I've found that drives me. And I think that as agents, you could do the same thing where it's like you take all these principles that you've heard from these great athletes, like Michael Jordan talked about the little things and like the things that people don't notice, and you start focusing on those and get yourself. I'm a super competitive person. How do I get myself to that number one spot? It's by doing these types of things.
So if you like this clip, do me a favor, click right up here so that way you can watch the full podcast, and then also click right up here for more content just like this.